Welcome to Marvel Champions Podcast. It's a podcast about Marvel Champions, the card game. I'm your host, Scott, and with me as always, my co-host, Ryan.
Hey, I didn't realize you were hosting. I'm just kidding. I always know you're hosting.
Do you want to intro next time, Ryan? Is that what you want?
Welcome to the podcast. That's my intro. No need to do the music anymore. You just have me now. I got you.
I'll clip that and we'll make that the new intro. Thanks, Ryan. All right, Ryan, good intro.
Thank you.
I'm going to shameless plug. If you're listening to this the week of it going out, we have an MCDC reveal last week. Go check those out because hopefully you still have one more week before MCDC. And if this gets like pushed weeks down the line, still go watch it. And then also tell us how fun MCDC was, from the past future. So
this part could be very awkward for some of us.
All right. So we talked about this a couple weeks ago about them revealing PAX Unplugged, their in-flight report. And I think I'm right, Ryan. I think they're going to go ahead and throw out some hero reveals and then come at us with the big box reveal, the next big box at Gen Con. So we'll see if I'm right. We got 1 out of 2 silhouetted heroes. First one being Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage. I knew it. I knew it. 2, I guess.
Yep. Actually, I think we did guess this a long, long time ago.
Did we?
Civil War. We said the top 2 were going to be Wonder Man, which is who we're going to talk about tonight, and Hercules is who we're thinking may be the second one. So we will see if we come to fruition with that.
Oh, I'm glad we were right.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage. All right. Johnny Cage, also known as Simon Williams. I didn't know Wonder Man's name, so we'll stick with Johnny Cage. So far, looking fairly standard. 6 hand size, 12 health, not too bad. 3 recovery, not great, but okay. He's a civilian, but this is where I think he gets cool. All right. Ionic energy being. You may include events with a printed lightning resource, also known as energy, icon from any aspect in your deck. And then you also have a setup, put ionic physiology into play. I pronounced that right?
You did. I was so proud of you, right?
I'm so proud. I absolutely love this initial ability of including lightning. Opens up amazing deck building opportunities. 100% behind this.
So I'm with you all the way. A couple of things I pick out from this is there is no limitation. So I want to see somebody have a Wonder Man deck with 25 events with the lightning resource. And that's it.
That
is 15 cards and then 25 aspect events.
That would be pretty funny.
I guess you can have more up to 50, but 50 total. But come on, we're 40 deck purists, so
no, I'm not.
No, just teasing. If you are a 40 deck purist out there, congratulations, you're perfect. But some of us just can't get there. Oh. All right. Yeah. I like the 12 health. We've not seen 12 health in a while, so pretty cool.
Good.
All right. Wonder Man. He is a beefy ball of energy. Wonder Man, 2 thwart, 1 attack with a star, 2 defense. Aerial Avenger. He has power recycling. He recycles everybody. So Wonder Man gets +1 attack for each card tucked under ionic physiology. Oh, some more tucking, Ryan. You love tucking.
I was wondering if this mechanic would keep popping up.
Yep. With his attack force response, after Wonder Man makes a basic attack, discard each card tucked under ionic physiology.
Interesting.
So it sounds like you're going to kind of store some energy up and then just do a one big punch right to the villain's face and then get depowered and do it all over again.
Yeah. We'll learn from the next card we look at, but there's only so many that you can store under there, but that's a pretty powerful punch.
Yeah. Ionic physiology setup you talked about goes and grabs it, Ryan. It is a superpower. It's permanent, and you can stack 3 cards max under him, or tuck 3 cards total.
There you go. You said stack. I'm just gotta fix
You
it.
don't.
It's tough.
You just put it on top. It's easier just to put it on top.
You just gotta tuck it under its little blanket, and then you're good.
Okay. Your little ionic physiology blanket.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Well, there is a response. After you play an event with a printed lightning resource, energy resource, those will be interchanged throughout this whole episode.
Yeah, just get
tuck
used to
that
it, people.
event from your discard pile under this card. Heal 1 damage from your identity.
Oh, snap.
Beefy and healing. Pretty good.
Yeah. I'm impressed thus far. This is up my alley right now.
Yeah. And I think this kind of helps you decide like what lightning printed lightning events to use. It sounds like you want to use them that are 0, 1, maybe 2 cost if they're just awesome, because you want to be able to tuck them as easily and as many as you can and as often as you can.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting because it opens up a ton of deck building, like I mentioned earlier, but it also narrows it. So I'm curious how it actually plays out because let's say you're playing Justice. If you're playing an event that doesn't have that lightning, you're losing some of that huge benefit that he has. So it's kind of like, I don't know if I want to include multitasking. I can't remember if it has lightning, but
I think it has a mental, maybe.
I want to say mental.
It's the whole kicker is a mental, I think, on that one.
Yeah, I'll have to look, but you know what I mean. Do you include that in your deck because it doesn't have the lightning, which means you can't tuck it, which doesn't make your attack stronger, which also means you can't heal as easy. So there's a lot of picking and choosing that I think will be very interesting. It's a physical resource, multitask. I looked it up.
Okay. All right, Ryan. Mini rules corner. Dun dun dun. You ready?
Oh no! Rules
this
corner.
Is a true or false. True or false? Can you use this response if you are at full health?
It needs a target. And if you don't have damage, you can't heal damage. So that wouldn't alter the state. So, but you can technically still do the first part. There's no valid target, so no.
I'm gonna go. You are correct. If there's no valid target, you technically can't do the force, or it's not a force response. You can't do the response. So
that's interesting.
Take some damage, folks. Yep. I probably didn't factor that in.
You're gonna have to play loose and fast with this health, which means you probably might not be blocking a ton.
Yeah. There's a couple heroes like that. They want to take 1 or 2 to the chin before they start, ramping up. So they want to live a little wild,
live a little dangerously, just a little bit. You can hit the little arrows and it moves it to the next card.
I know. I just wanted to see where we were at. Thanks, Ryan.
All right. Well, here's the next card. Active Altruism. It's a 0-cost event. It's a thwart. Hero action. Remove 1 threat from a scheme. Remove 2 additional threat from that scheme for each lightning resource you overpaid for this card to a maximum of 2 energy. Interesting. So we have we're gonna see this throughout his cards. Spoiler alert, but most likely you've already seen it. Wonder Man review. Here we go. This whole lightning tucking, but then there's this whole other aspect of this overpaying that we're going to be talking about a lot. And I am not 100% on board yet on overpaying, but I'm very open to it.
Because if you break it down, Ryan, you're really going 0 cost for 1, 1 for 3, or 2 for 5. Is really what it boils down to.
Yeah, which really isn't bad. So
I like a little bit of the flexibility. Like that's one thing that I actually kind of like about this so far that I've seen. Like I like that flexibility.
Agreed.
We'll see. The other thing I was going to think about is when you tuck these under his ionic physiology, they're stuck there until you attack, basic attack. Ooh, that's something to think about.
I
Which
think
ones you're
there's
actually tucking.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit of timing because if you're getting close to decking out, you may not want to tuck because you may want these cards back in your deck. Because if you shuffle and then attack, these are sitting at the bottom of your discard for a long time.
Long, like almost 2 deck passes. Yeah, that could potentially be bad. Because I think we'll see a theme here where a lot of these are lightning resources.
I would guess.
Boom, Ionic Blast. It's his attack version. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Deal 2 additional damage to that enemy for each lightning resource you overpaid for this card, to a maximum of 3 lightning resources. I think the other thing to talk about with him is, who was it? It was Jubilee. Jubilee was one that you didn't really want to use ways to discount her cards. The value for her was actually paying with those resources.
Yes.
So if you discount some of these, I guess you can't discount 0, but I guess this one you could technically, you pay for the 1, the overpay would be 2, 3, 4 cost. I just ignore what I said. Maybe it may come into play later, but yeah, now that I think about it.
I think you make a point. So, like, Death Focus is one that it subtracts costs from superpowers. It doesn't add a resource. So, it would help on this one because it is a 1, so you can reduce that, but you'd still have to obviously pay the lightning resources. But the previous one, the altruism, I mean, obviously it's 0 cost, but Death Focus, well, number 1, it's superpower, but we'll say Helicarrier really doesn't do anything for you on this one. So I don't know if it will be as noticeable with Jubilee, but I think it potentially could play a role.
Sure. Guess we'll see. Yeah. Same thing, it can either be a real basic attack or it could be, what's that? 5, 7, 9, 4 for 9. That's, getting up there.
That's some big damage right there.
Yeah.
And too bad you can't have like more of the double resource energy card. That'd be nice. That's a 1-cost event. Attack superpower. Hero action. Deal damage to an enemy equal to your attack. Okay, so a way you don't have to discard those cards. If you overpay for this card with a energy resource, stun that enemy. So for 2 costs, you can deal at least 1 damage and stun an enemy, which is not great.
Potentially 4 for 2 and a stun. That's
you're
pretty good.
Probably going to want at least 2 cards tucked in here if you're paying 2 for 3. So you're probably wanting to play this if there's at least 2 cards tucked.
Yeah, that's probably the sweet spot. The other thing to note is all these have to be done on the same target. You're not spreading these around.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Not that you pointed that out, but it's just something to think about.
Yeah.
All right. Energy Siphon. It is a resource card, 1 lightning resource. Hero Interrupt. When you spin this card, take up to 3 damage. This card generates 1 additional lightning resource for each damage taken this way.
That's nice.
Maybe that's how you take a little damage to use your ability.
Yeah, I think they knew what they were doing with the whole damage and valid target stuff.
Targets and stuff.
That's exactly why this card is here.
Yep.
So it creates that opportunity.
Getting back into some of the damage as resource options, pretty good.
Yeah, I like the art on this one. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Jet Belt. I think that's funny. One thing, I don't know if you mentioned it, but he is aerial. He has the trait of aerial.
Yep.
So that opens up some interesting deck building opportunities as well. I don't know how many aerial cards have the lightning resource, but we'll see. Jet Belt, very funny. It's an item tech. Hero resource, exhaust Jet Belt, generate a lightning resource for an event. All right, so lightning for event. Cool, great. 2 costs, not bad. I'm okay with that. But wait, there's more. Has another hero resource, exhaust jet belt, and discard a card tucked under ionic physiology. Generate a lightning resource. So you can use it for events just by exhausting, or you can exhaust and discard to use it for any card. I think I don't so maybe people hate me. I don't think it's necessary, but I do like the versatility of it.
I like the versatility. I like these cards that give you some options. It's pretty good. And I will note this is his first non-printed lightning resource card.
I thought Wonder Man was gonna be cool, but I guess he's has to be smart sometimes too.
Yep, that's right. All right, Mr. Hollywood. It's a 1-cost upgrade. Resource. Generate a lightning resource to overpay for a card. Limit once per card. That's it. That's wonderful. Incredible. Mr. Incredible. Who knows?
Mr. Incredible.
This is crazy with resource generation, Ryan.
I know, that's 2 resource generation card. Well, 3, honestly. He's got 3 resource generation. 2
But you can just keep
upgrades.
using this one.
Yeah. He's got 2 that keep getting used, and then he has a resource card that's jacked up on steroids.
That's pretty crazy. This is one of those like potentially overpowered cards with no limits.
We'll see. I mean, it is pretty useless for a lot of other cards, but
It's true, but you know, you could play multiple cards just from this, this resource. I mean, what is that? 3 threat right there with his threat card.
Yeah, threat. It's a stun with that other one, more damage. I mean, and that's what you're generally doing. You're often prioritizing your player cards, so this will probably see a decent amount of use.
Yeah, pretty good.
And here's the question: which one would you prioritize, Jet Belt or Mr. Hollywood?
I'm gonna say Jet Belt. It has a little more versatility with the events, where this one really is helping his event. And what is it, Wasp? The aggression Wasp card to overpay with. I mean, I think if you overpay with a lightning resource, it does something. So I think his Jet Belt is a little better, but for his kit, Mr. Hollywood's pretty good.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, I'm trying to think of there's an ally, I'm pretty sure, that has Ant-Man leadership. He's a 0, and it says for every overpay, right?
Yeah, but I'd have to look. I don't know if his has a resource specific. I just don't know for sure without looking at it. Here, while you find that, he does come as Justice. They showed off a couple of Justice card. I'm gonna just note this one real quick. Heroic Conditioning. We've seen one of these for each of the aspects where it's kind of fusing a couple of cards together. The question is, does their increased price justify it being a single card? I think ultimately yes, because the effective resource cost is reduced by 1, and you can technically run multiples and play it on other people.
I mean,
so
and it doesn't stop you from playing the other ones. So you can do Heroic Conditioning and the other one, I forgot its name. Heroic Intuition.
Is
that what it is?
Yeah.
And you get that now you're +2 thwart. Or you can do Endurance, and now you're +6 hit points.
Then you're just a beast.
Insane.
Yeah.
That is utter insanity to have that much extra hit points. So I think now with these upgrades coming out, you're going to find some heroes that can get 20 plus hit points.
That's crazy.
That's jacked up, man. That's cool.
I mean, to me, this has got to be an early game card to really buy in, because this is your turn. I mean, because you're using 4 resources, effective resources with this one.
Back to my Ant-Man leadership. He is 0 cost, but his interrupt says when Ant-Man enters play, place 1 PIM counter on him to a maximum of 4 for each resource you overpaid for Ant-Man's cost. So you can use that card for him.
You sure can.
And you should. Because there's probably not many other cards that do that other than escape. The one I want to talk about is the protection that comes with this one. Stronger together. 0 cost event, Hero Interrupt. When a character other than your hero would take any amount of damage, if that character shares a trait with your hero, reduce that damage by your defense. All I'm thinking of is probably Nightcrawler can utilize this and be jacked up on steroids. I think Falcon can also be pretty strong with this, potentially. So, yeah.
It would only be that much better if it was an actual defense card.
Yeah, that is a downside to it.
Yeah. So. But in essence, it's kind of like defending without defending, which is, if you like you said, if you got a real beefy defensive character, pretty good.
Yeah, and because it's 0 cost, I don't mind it as much. But I agree, if it was defense, that would be nicer. But if it was defense, then you'd become the target, and the text wouldn't make sense either.
That's true. True.
So, but I think there's definitely heroes that could really play that card pretty good, as long as you're playing in a setup with similar traits.
I think I'm gonna go with Bombs Away here, just because I like aggression aerial cards.
Is Bombs Away a reprint?
Probably. Exhaust an aerial character you control and choose a player. Deal 3 damage to the villain and each minion engaged with that player. I don't know. I don't think it is. Is it?
For some reason, I feel like it's a.
It might be. Does it have?
Didn't it have Angel on it?
Angel on the front of it, probably. So we're gonna cut this part out.
No, we're not cutting anything out.
I gotta look this up now. Hold on.
I'm trying to figure that out too. First one to get there wins.
Oh, fiddlesticks, I messed it up.
Bombs Away. Yes, it has Archangel on it.
Okay, never mind.
It's a reprint.
So the new card we're going to talk about is Unified Strike. When an ally uses a basic power, exhaust your hero, add your hero's matching power to that ally's power. For this use, that ally does not take consequential damage for this use. That's pretty good.
I do like the
non-consequential. That would be good part. In like a X23 deck with some what's the big archetype people love? The ally, the sidekick. No, sidekick.
Oh, sidekick. Man, you brought up X23. So if you did Honey Badger, exhausted, and you exhaust your hero, she takes no damage, and then she readies X23, right?
She would take no consequential damage, so she didn't take damage. So she wouldn't ready.
Is it when she takes damage, you ready?
Yeah, I think her card says when she takes damage, you ready X23. Yeah, Honey Badger. I could be wrong, who cares?
Oh, yeah. I think you might be right. I'd have to look that one up. Man, we got a bunch of lookups. Why don't you know this game by heart, Scott? Come on.
It's because there's like 4,000 cards now.
Let me see. I have a deck called Honey Pot, which is all about the Honey Badger. Yes, after Honey Badger takes any amount of damage, ready X23. So it wouldn't work.
But only if she stays alive.
Yeah. But I think there's definitely some Unified Strike options out in the world. So
yeah. Hey, does that mean Rhodey's gonna be good now?
We've done it. We've done it.
We fixed it.
Iron Man, throw sidekick on him, play Unified Strike. Game's over, man.
All right, we got to cut this part because we still need to have a Rhodey this year. So we can't fix Rhodey because we need to have a name. We need the award to have a name.
You can't fix Rhodey. It's permanent. You know what? I really, 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 really hope that when Civil War comes out, and maybe some people already know because it's out like half the world. Actually, probably by the time this comes out, it might be out. I hope they keep Rhodey as a minion for Iron Man leader in Civil War, and he's just as terrible.
No, they'll have fixed him. That's the problem. They'll fixed it, but not the ally. The minion will be better than the ally.
I hope they don't. Well, better yet, I hope that it's one of the allies that you can throw onto the your opponent. and be like, oh my gosh, I have to exhaust him and deal 8 damage to someone for only 1 damage to everyone else.
He's so bad that you're forced to be on your team. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, there it is. Oh, I'm sorry, designers. I'm sorry. We're just having fun here. We all can laugh about Rhodey, the
Yeah.
OG.
We're gonna have our survey coming out here in a month or so be on the lookout for that for this year's Rhodey winner.
And the pool is not very deep, but we have to have one. So actually,
every year's got to have one.
We've had a decent amount of reveals, haven't we? Because we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At least 8. Is that right?
6, 10. No, because these guys come out in February, so we'll have 8. Yeah,
8. Man, that's a big pool. I totally misread the room on that last thing I said. There's 8, not like 4.
Do we have the numbers on these guys? That's 1. That's because it's just permanent. So if he has a signature ally, it's going to be 2, and that's number 2. So I don't think he's going to have a Rhodey.
Well, sometimes they throw him at nominee. 15.
They put him way early.
I think you're probably going to be right on this one. There's 14 right there with Mr. Hollywood.
That's 10. Yeah.
So no support shown. So there's probably a support. There might be another event or two. I'm guessing he's probably going to have multiples of Altruism, Blast, Starstruck, Energy Siphon, 2, 4, 6, 8.
My guess, he's got 3 of these, is my guess. 7, 8, 9. That's 10.
Maybe they're no.
Probably got 2 of these. 2, 3.
He has one that like tucks a card under his.
Oh yeah.
Physiology. That's what I'm guessing.
Okay.
Cool. I like it.
Yep. I said February for this one. So
I think that's what you said. Yeah. My final thoughts is I'm excited. I think so far looks like he's gonna be pretty strong. Big attack. Looks like Thor's gonna be pretty solid. Defense looks like not really an issue because the healing's there. Can do some stunning, energy resource generation, deck building.
Yeah,
he's got the whole thing.
I was gonna say he's kind of that all-around player package. If like deck building, he's got some unique deck building rules. Yeah. If you like, keying off of energy resources and overpaying and doing some kind of fun combos and wackiness with tucking. Combo. Yeah, this guy's all up your alley.
I know.
Yeah,
he's gonna
12
be fun.
hit points. Yeah, sounds like you want to play him, Ryan. So we'll see.
I wouldn't mind
who the other guy is, and I'll maybe let you play Wonder Man.
Yeah, we'll see that.
All right, I want to hear your thoughts, comments about Wonder Man. Are you gonna skip him? Are you gonna play him? Is he your favorite adventure out there? He's got some wacky comic book history. I think he technically Vision was like mapped after Wonder Man or something, his brainwave patterns or something. So
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's usually right, Ryan. So let us know, marvelchampions@gmail.com, if I'm right or not. And thanks for watching, everybody. We appreciate the listens and the watch and the interactions and feedbacks and all that kind of stuff. So as always, if you want to go from a chump to a champ, listen. Marvel Champions Podcast. Thanks.
Man, I wonder. That was a dumb line.